Only the Roman Catholic Church were given the power of orders by which people are sanctified. Hence, only the Roman Catholic Church has a right to public worship and to determine it, because it is the only public authority regarding these matters, since it alone has received it from God. People deny Christ when they deny that His only church, the Catholic Church, is the only divinely established means of salvation, since Christ was God and established the Roman Catholic Church alone as having rights. No one else has a right to public worship, principally because nobody else has a right to false public worship. For instance, the Jews can no longer even practice their religion, since A, their temple was destroyed in which they exercised their religion. Just as we would say that a Catholic does not practice his religion if he never went to Mass, so the Jews who cannot offer the sacrifice which is proper to their religion can no longer do that, because the temple in which that sacrifice must be offered has been destroyed. Moreover, the sacrificing of Christ outside the temple, the Jewish temple, was a sign that God's religion was no longer that of the Jews, since it was not done in that temple. God gave testimony also to the blasphemy of the Jews by rendering the temple curtain, because of the fact they had delivered him up to the civil authorities that he might be put to death. Blasphemy is something which we do in word, that is, we detract from God's holy name or something of this sort, and the fact that the word of God was put to death was a form of blasphemy. Cardinal Below observes that the Council of Jerusalem abrogated the Christian practice of attending Jewish rituals, that while, as St. Augustine says, it was tolerated that the Christians for a time would attend the Jewish synagogues, it was done as a matter of reverence to their fathers. But by the time of the Council of Jerusalem, the Christian practice of attending the Jewish rituals was abrogated, which is a sign that the Jewish rituals are defunct and no longer affect what they say. No Protestant, schismatic, or heretic has jurisdiction, since they have separated themselves from the Church, which has jurisdiction, and therefore they violate the rights of the Christ Church every time they employ a sacrament, or any time they use any element of sanctification. They violate Christ's right to determine that the Catholic Church alone should administer these sacraments. No non-Christian religion has the right to public worship, since the religions are false and offend God. And the state has an obligation and a right not to grant rights to non-Catholics to public worship, although they may at times